Here's the Friday short for March 21st of 2025. Since baseball season really gets started next week with the Detroit Tigers playing the world champion LA Dodgers, I'd like to give my 2 cents on the Musk-Trump regime's move to erase the history of former Dodger great Jackie Robinson and all African-American history as part of their DEI crusade. The regime issued a directive weeks ago ordering the disappearance of any achievement by an American of color or of any marginalized American on federal government websites. The directive told all government agencies to get rid of their diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. So due to this purging of DEI content, the Defense Department erased thousands of pictures, articles, or any record of any marginalized American. That meant articles of the Tuskegee Airmen suddenly vanished. That meant articles or photos of the Women's Service Air Force pilots quickly disappeared. That even meant removing the iconic photo of the men raising the American flag at Iwo Jima because one of the men was of Native American descent. Unreal. Then we learned this week that, thanks to ESPN's Jeff Passan, Hall of Fame baseball player Jackie Robinson's name could no longer be found on the Defense Department site. Passan was trying to find an article detailing Robinson's baseball and military life titled Sports Heroes Who Served. Baseball great Jackie Robinson was World War II soldier. But the article no longer appeared on the site and instead contained an error message with a new URL address which read DEI Sports Heroes Who Served. Now, Jackie Robinson served in the Army during World War II and was honorably discharged for refusing to sit in the back of a segregated bus. He, of course, would then go on to break baseball's color barrier with the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947 and would become baseball's first black player to reach the Hall of Fame. Now, when asked about the removal of the Jackie Robinson article, department spokesman John Oliot told ESPN that his boss, White Christian Nationalist Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, said DEI is dead at the department. And Oliot further stated, discriminatory equity ideology is a form of woke cultural Marxism that has no place in our military. Wow. Now, as the defector's Louis Paez-Pumar notes, fellow MLB Hall of Famer Bob Feller still appeared on the site, and that's because, let's see. Oh yeah, that's right, Bob Feller was white. Now, as Paez-Pumar reminds us in the story, John Oliot had to resign during Dear Leader Trump's first term after emails surfaced showing Oliot telling the Veterans Affairs spokesperson to refrain from sounding too critical of those tiki torch marching neo-Nazi white nationalists who marched in Charlottesville, Virginia back in 2017, all because the city planned to remove a statue of the insurrectionist, defector, anti-American, and slave-owning Confederate General Robert E. Lee. And now this guy's right back for Trump 2.0. Meanwhile, due to the uproar from millions of Americans, Jackie Robinson's name suddenly reappeared on the Defense Department's page, but that's because of his fame. What about the countless of other names these white Christian nationalists inside the Musk-Trump regime are removing who don't have Jackie Robinson's fame? Now, I've seen others use the following, but I'm going to echo it. To these white Christian nationalists, saying DEI is code for saying the N-word. Erasing the histories of marginalized Americans is a symptom of living in a fascist state because only the good race, the godly race, in their eyes, should be recognized. But the attempted erasure of Jackie Robinson makes sense because he is the illustration of what DEI is all about, ensuring that there's some level of diversity, of equity, and inclusion in our society because Jackie proved to be one of the greats. It was discrimination which kept Robinson and so many other players of color out of professional baseball for decades. And without DEI, you end up with, say, pathetic drunks like Pete Hegseth as your Secretary of Defense. Good times, everybody. leftoflansing@gmail.com is my email. Follow me on Blue Sky, on Twitter, Facebook, and the Gram. Subscribe to the show on YouTube and wherever you're listening, and give it a good review. And check out leftoflansing.com for all my shows. Take the battle to them.